Hello.
Good morning, sir.
Who's online? Who's responding, sir?
376 here, sir. A section.
Okay, very good. Okay, Ajad, mostly is absent on today. You please try to respond. Okay. Your good
Okay,
name,
sir.
sir?
Sairam, sir.
Sairam. Okay, please. Okay, please respond from time to time.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
We'll start our session, sir. Okay.
Thanks.
Uh, okay, sir. Yesterday we have started working on a problem on regeneration cycle with a single feed water heater. Single feed water heater. For that, yes, we have taken all the values. We have drawn the basic equation block diagram, and then this is the block diagram, and the corresponding TS diagram also you have drawn. And now you have drawn the HS diagram also. Here you can see this is the HS diagram also drawn. Okay, and thereby we have identified what is the P1 is 30, P2 is equals to 5 bar, P3 is 0.1 bar, and thereby identified that P2 is equals to P5 and P3 is equals to P2 is equals to P5 and P3 is equals to P4 is equals to 0.1 bar. These things already are identified, and we have to solve this problem in two ways. One is with the regenerative cycle, and then we have compared to the values obtained without regenerative cycle. Then you can able to know what are the advantages and disadvantages of these regenerative cycle over ordinary cycle. And already I have told you that here you can see at state 2, it is found to be in superheated steam region. So this is the what you call, this is the dry saturated line. Anything below this one is wet, and this is the superheated steam. That is the superheated steam. So how can you able to know this S2? The state 2 is in superheated steam. The only condition is you can observe what is the SG2. Here I can say yes, sir. Here you have written down S1 is equals to S2 is equals to S3 is equals to something. It is like 6.88. And what is the SG2? What is the SG2 against the 5 bar from your steam tables? From your steam tables. Yeah, once it comes to the 5 bar steam tables, here you can observe that is yes, sir. 5 bar. P2 is 5 bar. Yes. Against 5. Yes, sir. And what is the, this is SF1, this is SFG2, and this is SG2. 6.81. 6.819. And whereas it is 6.88. As S2 is greater than SG2, we can say that it is a superheated steam region. Okay, so there is one way of getting the values. Okay, nice, and we'll get back to this old one. Okay. We'll go to the corresponding curve. Yes. With this, let us start solve the problem using. Yes, yesterday I have given my phone number, but so far I didn't get a single query about Gauss. And try to use it. And chart is fully empty. And whenever you get a doubt, you raise it through your chat box. I will answer. Now we'll solve the problem with the case 1. Case 1 is, what is the case 1, sir? Case 1, regenerative cycle. Regenerative cycle. Yeah. Then we'll go with yeah. After getting this, let us start with the case 1. We have one more blank page. One more blank page. Now writing the case 1. With regeneration. Yes, with the regeneration, yes, sir, we have got all the values. And here also we'll try to have the figure here. We'll try to have the figure here. Uh, First of all, you are supposed to find what is the M value. To get this M, yes, sir, let us have heat balance, okay, at the feed water heater. Here we have only single feed water heater, no need to specify it as a LP heater, HP heater. Yes, sir. Heat balance at a feed water heater. Feed water heater. Feed water heater. Here we can have heat lost by this mkg. Heat lost by this mkg of steam is gained by 1 minus the m1 kg. 1 minus m kg is the feed water. So heat lost by heat lost by m kg of steam is equal to heat gained by 1 minus m kg of feed water. This is what exactly. So we'll make somewhat thin. And then, what is the heat loss by the mkg? It is entering at state 2, and leaving at the state 5. So that is equal to m into h2 minus h5 is equal to 1 minus m into, sir, it is entering at the state 4 and leaving at the state 5. So it is equal to h5 minus h4. Okay, h5 minus the h4. Now, m into, sir, h2. What is the h2 value? How about it, sir? h2 is a 2790. Is it okay? Keep this one. Okay, h2. Okay, I'll write it as this. State 2 is in this superheated steam. Okay, h5 is on liquid state. That's why it is a HF5. Got it? H5 is equals to HF5 because it is on, what do you call, sir? It is on this region. That is on liquid state. Is equals to, yes, sir. Here is once again 1 minus m into. Once again, H5 is equals to HF5 minus HF4. This is what exactly. Okay. And now, after having this, let us start substituting the values. That is equals to m is equal to h2. What is the h2, sir, here? h2 is 2790 minus HF5. Once again, you have to get it from your steam table, sir. So in steam table, what is the P5, sir? P5 is 5 watt. Okay, we'll go with the yes, steam tables. And what is HF5? Again, is the 5 watt. Yes, sir. Yes, once again. Yes, sir, this is 5 watt. This is 5 watt. And the corresponding HF1 is this much. That is just okay. Zooming up 640.1. So what is the value, sir? 640.1. This value you have got it from your steam table. 640.1. This value I got it from steam table into is equals to once again this is 1 minus m into HF. Just now I got it like 640.1 minus HF4. What is HF4? You are aware that HF4 is equal to, yes, sir, HF4 is equals to, yes, here you can see, yes, P3 is equals to P4 is equals to 0.1 bar. So we'll get back to this. P3 is equal to, okay, P3 is equal to P4 is equals to P4 is equals to 0.1. P3 is equal to P4 is equal to 0.1 bar. Then we'll go with the, yes, sir. Now against 0.1, what is the corresponding value of HF4 against 0.1? Then we'll go with this. Yes, sir. We're going for this one. 0.1 bar. Yes, sir. Yes. Yes, sir. Here, I'm able to see that second steam table, wherein I'm able to see 0.1 bar. And what is the corresponding HF1? 191.8. So, what is the HF4 value, sir? Yes, sir. People are giving answers. Very good. 347, 310, 335. These people are giving answers, sir. Very nice, sir. Okay. Now it is equals to, okay, 191.8. And then we'll make this as like this. M by 1 minus M is equals to this is 640.1 minus 191.8 divided by 2790 minus 640.1. Then or you do one thing, sir, not by a better way. You do one thing. These are the letters do a different process. Let us keep m onto the right side, then that could be better one. That is equals to 1 minus m divided by m is equals to 2790 minus 640.1 divided by 640.1 minus 191.8. Then this is equals to, yes sir, 1 by m minus 1 is equals to this much, and thereby you tell me what is the m value. It may come around 4.796. Sir, the same problem is solved in your textbook, but it is solved using exclusively steam tables. But here we are using molar chart coupled with the steam tables, and it will be the better one. And you follow that procedure also. Even though it is a example problem, you are following different procedures. And always advisable to go with this procedure only. And now you please tell me what is the m value. Otherwise, if I want to make too many steps, this is equal to 1 by m is equal to 5.796. Then m is equals to, yes sir, people are giving 0.1725. Nice, sir, 0.1725. So many kg per kg of steam. Kg per kg of steam. Okay. This is what exactly. Nice, sir. People are responding. After getting this answer, yes, let us have the corresponding HS diagram. Yes, sir. Here you can see that 1 kg is expanded from 1 to 2, and 1 minus m kg is expanded from this place to this one. So what is the corresponding? Once again, we get back to our regular is here you can observe. Out of our 1 kg is expanded from state 1 to state 2. But here what happens, m kg is drained out. Then what is the amount here expanded, sir? 1 minus m kg from state to state. Then what is the corresponding formula here? That is m 1 kg into h1 minus h2 plus 1 minus m into h2 minus h3. This is what exactly we need. So we'll draw that figure here. The expression for WT. The expression for WT is 1 into h1 minus h2 plus 1 minus m into h2 minus h3. H2 minus H3. This is what I get. Now let us substitute the same value. Yes, sir. Here you have what is that you have this WT is equals to WT is equals to H1. What is the H1? H1 is, what is the value of H1, sir? 3230 minus H2 2790 plus 1 minus m. What is this m, sir? 0.1725 yeah. 0.1275 multiplied by H2 2790 minus H3. What is the H3, sir? You have got H3 is around 2190. And now the value is equal to, yes, sir, WT. Yes, sir, calculated WT. 331 is that 936.5 is correct, sir. Okay. $936.5 is the answer you have got it. So we'll go with the value 936.5. So many kilojoules kilojoules. Of course, it is for 1 kg that you are aware that. And now we'll go with the next one. After getting this WT, we'll neglect the pump work, sir. He has not mentioned anything regarding the pump. We can neglect pump work. We can neglect pump work. Then WP is equal to 0. And then WT in itself is equal to W. Yes, it itself is equal to W net. This is what I get. Once you have this one, then once you have this W net with you, then automatically what is the SSC? SSC. Okay. Specific steam consumption is equal to, how it is given, sir? This is given as 3600 divided by W turbine or net WT is equal to 3600 divided by, yes sir, 936. What is this, sir? 936. Okay. And is equals to how much, sir? So many kg per kilowatt hour. So many kg per 3.844 is approximately. So if you get a different value, don't worry, you can carry with your value, because it is a graphical method. Different people will get different values, but the procedure is important rather than final values. 3 point. Okay. Yes, sir. 3.844 kilo. Okay. Kgs per kilowatt hour. This is the SSC. You have got it. And now we'll go with the next one is efficiency of regenerative cycle. Okay, what is the formula for regenerative cycle? Then we'll go with it. Which equals to the same WT divided by WT is divided by, yeah, okay. Here WT divided by heat supplied. Heat supplied. This is what I get. And then, so once again, regenerative cycle, eta R I'm going to write. I'm not writing full name. Eta R means eta regenerative. What is the WT? WT just I am writing formula once again, only for understanding purpose. H1 minus H2 plus 1 minus M into. They are not standard formulas, sir. Based on the circuit, you have to get the values. And what is the heat supplied here, sir? the heat supplied here is, the heat supplied here it is, yes sir, this is the state 1 and this is the state 5. So that is equals to H1 minus H of 5. That's what exactly. Sir, here you have kept instead of H5, it is made as a H of 5 because it is in a liquid state. Okay, and then so we'll go with the next slide. I think. Let us substitute the values. Now eta R is equal to H1. This value already arrived at sir. This is equal to 936. What is called 36.5 divided by what is the H1? H1 is 3230 minus HF. I already got it in previous step, that is equal to from steam table it is 640.1 into 100. Please get me the values, sir. Some people have given 36.1 of the okay. Some people have got is 36.1. Okay. Remaining people, if you get a different value, please correct yourself, sir. When you do calculations, definitely we may get a clerical error. And yes, if it is something far away from 36.1, you check your values and do the calculation once again. This is what it is. Now, we have done everything with the case 2. Now we'll go with what you call the case. Case 1 is over. Then we'll go with the case 2. In the case 2, what you are going to assume it's a yes sir. Our steam is directly expanding from what you call sir 30. What are the initial conditions? Yes sir, 30 bar and 400 degrees centigrade. Okay, and this is going to be our inlet condition. And ask simply, what is the state 2, sir? That is expanding to 0.1 bar. That's all. Okay, sir. In that case, sir, let us draw the Molar diagram once again. Okay, sir. And then we'll draw this Molar diagram. When you assume it is expanding directly. Yes, sir. Case 2. Here I write down as without regeneration. Without regeneration. So the corresponding drawing I'm going to draw. This is the P1 is equals to P4 and this is equals to P2 is equals to P3. Now we'll go with the simple Rankine cycle. Yes, sir. And I'll go to the next. Okay, here I cannot accommodate figure. Here I'm going to draw the figure. Yes, sir. Now, if we assume the steam is expanding and this is equals to x is equals to 1 and this is the h. Yes. Now, what is the initial condition, sir? This is equals to yes, sir. P1 is equals to 30 bar. Our previous length, so we can use it, sir. And this is equals to T1 is equals to 400 degrees centigrade. This point is 1. The same point whatever you have got in the previous one, the same point holds good. That is equal to 3230. Now, what is the P2, sir? Here the P2 is like this. This is the P2 is equals to 0.1 bar. Now draw the isentropic line where it cuts in named as 2, and this is equal to, this is H1 and this is equal to H2. The H2 will be previous H3, sir. This H2 is nothing but previous H2. Then what is the H2 value, sir? This H2 is previous H3. Come on. People, you try to identify this. What is this previous H2? What is the previous H3 is 2190. So you are solving the problem without regeneration, then it is expanded right from 30 bar to 0.1 bar straight away. Okay? And now the expansion is H1 minus this one. Now we'll go with the yes, sir. Yes, sir. 2790. What is that, sir? No. 2790 is the previous H2. At present, it is to be expanded to the 0.1 bar. This is 0.1 bar. Please note down, in this case, the pressure here itself is 0.1 bar. Now, straight away, previous H3 is present H2. Or you forget about the previous one? Okay, straight away expand from the 30 bar to 0.1 bar. Draw this line and tell me what is this value. Uh, 310. You straight away draw this molar diagram. Draw the isentropic line from 1 to P1 is equals to 0.1 bar. And what is the outcome? 310. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
I got it. 2790. That is in the previous case H2. Okay, you forget about that 5 bar. Straight
Yes, sir,
away
I understood, sir.
from here to here. And now you tell me what is the H2. This H2 in this case may be equal to H3 in the previous case. Okay now? And please type the value, sir. It should be like, I'm not getting response from people. Or type it in chart so all the people are able to see. What is 326? 326, 309. They're all active. Even you manage your previous molar diagram also simply by removing 5 bar line. Once you confirm this value, then we'll go with what is the turbine work. Make it fast. 309, are you there? Please respond. What is the 26? 2600? It's not that, sir. Once again, what you are going to do is here. So I remove this part. Okay. So let us say this is the P2 is equals to 0.1 bar, and draw the isentropic line from this one. Straight away it is intersecting at this point. Okay, this you named as 2, and it is going to be equal to 2190. Yes, sir. 326 has got. 310, what is your problem, sir? This is going to be 2190. So 310, have you completed it? Actually, you are getting some 2600 or something else. Okay. 326 has got 2190. Now we'll go with our work, and our WT is nothing but H1 minus H2 is equal to, yes sir, 32 30 minus 2190, then it is equals to 1040 kilojoules. Of course, per kg, that is clear. Okay, and now let us have SSC. Yes, yes. What is SSC, sir? Here, SSC is 3600 divided by WT or W net. Okay, actually it is W net. This itself is also WT is equals to W net, because you have ignored the, what do you call, pump work. Is equals to 3600 divided by, yes sir, what is the 1040, and is equal to how much? Yes sir, 326 as able to rectify, very good sir. 3.46 kg per kilowatt hour. Next, we'll go with the efficiency. So, eta Rankine cycle, sir. Is equals to, yeah, our regular formula H1 minus H2 divided by H1 minus H of 2. Okay, when you ignore this, or H1 is, yes, sir. H1 minus H2 is equals to H1 minus, what do you call, sir? H of 2 into 100. And we'll go with this one. Substitution. eta rank, not regeneration, sir, Rankine cycle is equals to, what is the H1? Yes, sir. You have got the value. H1 is 3230 minus 2190 divided by H1 3230 minus HF2 means P2. P2 is equal to 0.1. What is P2, sir? 0.1 bar in this second case. And against 0.1 bar, what is the HF2? 191.8 into 100 is equals to, how much it is, sir? It is equals to, yes, 34.23, yeah? 326, the correct one is 34 point. And we are supposed to know average temperature, that will do thereafter. First of all, sir, we'll see what are the previous values and present values. Okay, we'll go with this. Okay, nice. I'm going to write down the values regarding, yes, sir. This is the WT. So this is the WT. Without regeneration. What is the WT with regeneration, sir? It is around, what do you call, sir? It is around 9. Yes, sir. What is the value? 936.5. So, when compared to without regeneration, 936.5, we are able to produce less amount of work in case of regeneration. Reason is, all the steam is not expanded. Sir, you can observe. All the steam is not expanded right from boiler pressure to condenser pressure. A part is bypassed. That's what happens, sir. The amount of work produced in regenerative cycle is less, that is 936.5 when compared to what you call, sir, without regeneration. So if you want to produce more work means we need to have bigger boiler size. There is a point you have to keep in mind. Then, okay, sir, because we are able to produce less amount of this one, then what happens, sir? Yes. SC. Specific steam consumption is 3.46. Yes, sir. It is equals to 3.46 in case of without regeneration. Okay, it is without regeneration. Now, what is the value of got with regeneration, sir? That value is 3.844. Because the work produced is less, with the regeneration, we need more specific steam or more steam. And without reheat, sir, without regeneration, okay, we can have minimum amount of steam. There is the case. So far, with respect to network produced or specific steam consumption, okay, regenerative cycle is inferior and regular Rankine cycle is superior. Okay, but the advantage we are able to get when compare the efficiency. Now, in case of a routine Rankine cycle efficiency, it is found to be only 34.23. But with the regeneration, what is the corresponding values? The corresponding efficiency with the regeneration is 36.36. So, efficiency is increased per regenerative cycle. There is a point you have to keep in mind. Okay, but as you have drained out some of the, steam without fully expanding from state 1 to state 2, yes, sir, the work produced is reduced. Thereby, the specific steam consumption is increased. Okay, sir, those are disadvantages, but ultimately the efficiency of a regenerative cycle is found to be 36.36, whereas with the normal Rankine cycle 34.23. Okay, this is the point you have to appreciate. This region, what you call, sir, Rankine efficiency is because of what you call heat addition at average mean temperature is increased with regeneration when compared to without regeneration. Now let us check these two. Okay, sir? Yes, sir. Okay. Next session, sir is waiting. Okay, and we don't think, sir. We'll wind up for today. Okay, we'll wind up for today, and just we have got a small part of this. That is calculation of average temperature at which you have to add heat there, and we have to compare it, and thereafter we can move on to the reheat cycle. Okay, thank you.